Good morning. It is another day in the life of a Midwest princess. It's my last day of PTO before I go back to work. I've been off for 8 days, and even though I love my job, let's be real, it's been so amazing to not have to go to a job. I really needed the break, and granted, I had to take my PTO during a time that it was kind of stressful to have it because we have an event on Saturday. So it's like, this is my last day, and then tomorrow I literally go in and set up for the event, and then the next day, oh my God, I don't know why my manager scheduled me like this, but our event starts at 11, so we're getting there at 10:30. I don't know what time she has my partner scheduled to, but I am scheduled until 9, so I'm 10:30 to 9. Our last event is at 5. Open to closing that day. So we'll be going from not working for 8 days to truly working all day. I hope we do really good. I really hope we do. I'm hoping that we are able to, I want to at least do $2,000, and I think it should be pretty manageable because last time I would say we ended up having a similar turnout. Like, we had one class that was completely full, and then like half classes for the other ones. But at least this isn't a corporate gold event. This is just an event that we decided to do. But I'm actually going to do a little illegal working off the clock today. I know. But me and my partner low-key do this all the time. Like, we take this seriously enough to where one day we should be salary or something. I got big dreams for us, okay? And I was talking to her the other day and just like going off on my woo-woo, which she'd never heard that term before. And I think part of it is because she's Peruvian, so I feel like woo-woo is a white people thing, and she didn't know what I was talking about. So I had to explain woo-woo, and I explained that before our last event, and our last event went really well, and she was like, yeah, woo-woo, and she started saying it, and we started bringing woo-woo a little bit into like our everyday references just for daily sales goals and stuff like that, and trying to make our monthlies. So we really got to bring the woo-woo. And when I was talking to her and I went off on this whole tangent, and she was like, yes, like that's what other people don't have. Like, we have a vision. Because I told her what my vision was. I was like, we are a power duo. We deserve to be number one in the department. Like, it honestly makes me sick that we're not. Nobody has heart like we do. Nobody is texting each other around the clock like this. And it's not just, complaining about work or talking shit about people. It's like talking about our events. And we truly go about this where this is a labor of love and from a place of wanting to have fun and building that community and just creating something really magical. And that's the woo-woo, because when you talk about things like that, and especially when you can bring other people into your dream, right? That's what helps it materialize even faster. So I was telling her that my dream and my vision for this was, because we're like that, imagine if we became #1 in events. And if we became #1 in events, then we could end up being trainers and mentors to other locations and helping them to workshop their own events, like helping them do theirs, so that they would not be replicating our success, because truly nobody could, because it comes down to how my partner and I literally are as people and what we're able to do together and the relationships that we have built. So you can't copy and paste that, but you can mentor. And then it would be so fun to help those locations with their events and then to create events for them. Like, that would be so magical. That would be so fun. And that's where, you know, she jumped into that dream too, and she was like, yeah, that would be amazing. And I can totally see it. Like, I believe that we can go the distance because we're both genuinely committed. We both put our hearts into it, and we have the complete package. Because, like I was mentioning in one of my last videos, I'm looking for my Alyssa, right? And I'm the Drew. I have more capacity because I don't have a family in the same way. Like, I don't have a husband and a child that I need to take care of that occupies so much of my mind. And she's commented on this many times before, because I'll say, like, I was thinking about something, and even just down to our conversations, I'll say, yeah, I was thinking about what you said. I was thinking about what we talked about. And she commented on it and was like, you say that you were thinking about things a lot. And it made me realize that, like, I think about things, but not for very long. I don't, like, reflect on them. And even though my life looks different, and maybe to some people it looks like I'm missing things because I don't have these other people in my direct orbit. I'm not taking care of anybody else. So I must be like so sad, so lonely. And I'm not. I'm not, because I'm able to reflect and imagine and create this fantasy in my head, and then actually have the time and the capacity to try and make it real every day. And she has different skill sets. Like I said, like, I am a creative person and I am artistic, and I'm able to get things that we need done that fall into those categories. But she's naturally, or maybe not naturally, she developed more of a skill set for it. Like, if I'm creative, she is a creative genius. Like, she's so creative, she's so artistic. She's better at makeup than I will probably ever be. Like, I can wield a makeup brush and I can make people look beautiful, and I can do good makeup on myself, and I like to paint, and I like to do things with fashion, and I've started to learn how to sew before, and I have interests in those areas. I love art, but I think I have a cap. And instead of being super developed in those areas, I'm just also developed in other ones that take away from my ability to be a super artist. Like, I am such a planner, a plotter. I have the time and the capacity because I'm able to be on my own. It doesn't bother me that I can sit here and daydream and fantasize and meditate and go and work on my actual job when I need to, and then come back to this place where I'm just like in La La Land, like I'm getting down with the woo-woo. And that's what she can't do, and that's what a lot of other people can't do, because they either feel like they need a romantic partner, and if you're in a heterosexual relationship, the odds of you ending up having a baby are like pretty good. So if you need a romantic partner, you're gonna end up being a caretaker to your family. I've never really had that need. I was just built different because of how I grew up and how my parents are. So that's what I'm bringing to the table. I am very much a manifester, I would say. When I am able to clearly see something and I'm in a good energetic place, like I make that stuff happen. So I think between the two of us, me and my partner really can go the distance, and we could make that real, and I'm excited. So let's talk about what we have going on today. It's about 10 o'clock. I am working on drinking my coffee. I think what I'm gonna do is go to the gym first. And yes, I'm gonna go without makeup again. I'm gonna go looking like this. And we'll see what I accomplish there. I'm not sure what I want to do. I know I'm gonna be getting in that sauna again, like a little lizard. And then I'm gonna come back here, I'll jump in the shower, and I did reserve a room at the library for 3 o'clock. So I have plenty of time to be able to make that reservation, and I'm going to pack up my laptop and my iPad and all of that, go to the library, and there's just a couple things that I want to do for the event. I need to fix the flyer for the agenda for the day. I don't know, is that even called a flyer? But so they know what's happening, the guests that are coming, and then I need to look and see if I need to make anything else. So it's a pretty simple day. I'm not trying to run all over the ends of the earth today because I don't want to. I mean, I guess if I get done in a really timely manner and I still have energy, I could. I'd want to be back here by 7. So if I go and get ready for the gym now, I'll be there before 11, which means I'll be able to be back here before 1. And then I can jump in the shower and get ready and be at the library by 3. And then I'll be at the library until 5. And then I could do whatever I wanted until 7. And then I'll come back here, eat dinner, meal prep, and put my stuff together for my work days and literally get ready for bed. So that's the plan. Go team! All right, bitches and fellow princesses, we are ready to go and do this gym thing. Not feeling glamorous at all, but we will later. And you know what? Not that I need those gym boys to come sauntering my way, but little do they know, or maybe they do, that girls go to the gym looking like this, and then they pull an absolute Houdini and look stunning. Like, I will look stunning at the library for the nerds and the people who can read. Okay, so I gotta keep it real. I just wanted to experiment. And I did put a little bit of my MAC Strobe Dewy Skin Tint. Did I even say that right? The cluster of words always throws me. The MAC Strobe Dewy Skin Tint. Yeah, right? I put a little bit of that on, okay? Is a tint even makeup? But now look at my skin, you know? It's still skin. It's just a little radiant. I feel like that's appropriate at the gym. Honestly, I'm just coming a little pre-sweated, so I fit in. Okay, thanks. All right, let's get out of this gym parking lot and go home and get the ball rolling of showering, looking like a pretty little angel, and then going and being super productive, super profesh, and work on the events for only a couple hours. I mean, it's not even really working off the clock because I'm on PTO. I'd typically be at work right now, and I'm making money right now, but I have a couple things that I need to do, you know? So I'm gonna do that, and we're gonna have a very nice, wholesome, chill day. I had a nice workout at the gym. I utilized this stretching contraption in a very good way to where I was like ready for the rowing machine. I was ready, although I did get bored 10 minutes early. Like, I only did 30 minutes on the elliptical, still level 17. And I did my 5 minutes on the rowing machine. But I was like lubed up and ready to go because of that stretching contraption. I felt good. And then I did like 4 or 5 lower body weights. So I'm feeling good. And I think that this is going to be my go-to gym face. I still look like a potato, okay? That's just what I look like right now without my fuller face, and before my face slims down and I get a little more definition. I'm just rocking like the gorgeous spud look, especially with my hair back in a little bun. But the Strobe Dewy Skin Tint, I mean, it gives such a beautiful sheen. I love it. I love it for the gym because every time I do see myself, like, do I look like a gorgeous spud? I do. I look nice and radiant, and like I have soft, supple skin, which I do. And there's just a little bit of light reflect. If I'm gonna be a potato, I want to be a radiant potato. So yeah, I dig it. And it's such a little bit of product. I feel like my skin can still breathe and I'm not doing too much. It's still super light. And it's really fast, because if I add too much coverage, I get in the trap of having to balance it out, so then I'm not a blank potato. And then one thing leads to another, and before you know, I have an eyebrow and an eye and a lip and blush, and that's just not the vibe this is. So, okay. I think I'm gonna eat a little bit of my oatmeal too. I'm so hungry. Okay. Okay, so I'm at the library. I did get here on time. I filmed an unexpected video about all of my addictions because I saw a video while I was doing a time lapse of my makeup about somebody who shared hers, and she was talking about food addiction, and I was like, oh my God, well, I should talk about this because I definitely have something to say. But I did manage to get here on time, and I fixed up the original agenda. Sometimes I just don't know which words to use. It's not really a flyer, but it's a page for each of the attendees at our event so that they can see what the itinerary is. So I fixed that because I made it over a month ago, and there was something I needed to update. I also updated the Sims while I'm here because I don't have Wi-Fi in my apartment. Similarly to the whole addiction thing, I feel like if I had Wi-Fi in my apartment, sure, it would make some things a little bit easier, but it would be an extra expense, and I'm all about being frugal and the budget. I don't think it's necessary. I live so close to this library, and where I work has free Wi-Fi. So I don't think that it's something I need to spend money on. And I think it would also enable me to do way too much enjoying of the internet. So anyway, I'm on Canva on my laptop, and I think what I need to spend some time doing today, especially that me and my Mac partner both did our 6 products that we like to do for our minimal makeup. Maybe I'll make one for each of us, and maybe I'll send it to her because she's better at this than me. I kind of told her that this is what I wanted, and she didn't understand, and she actually ended up making an agenda of like the concept of the event. And I'm just like, babe, I already made that. Like, we didn't need that, but thank you. And mine is very concise because we're doing a lot. So we're asking people to bring in 5 products that are their everyday MAC makeup staples, and then 1 product that they want to troubleshoot. I want them to kind of mingle with each other and share what they use and why it's their favorites, and give the opportunity to kind of do a little public workshop with the troubleshooting. They're going to get a chance to clean those products, declutter anything that they brought that they want to get rid of, any extra empties that they want to recycle with the Back to Mac program. That is what the first half of the event is about. And then the second half is where we'll do a live demo like we always do on a model, but the stipulation, because it's the new year, because we're trying to rediscover what we have and keep it simple, we're only using maximum 6 products. And when I was talking with Tiffany about this, we needed to come up with what we were going to use on the model, and that's hard to say. So I told her, okay, let's do a little challenge. When we do our makeup today, we are going to simulate this experience. Like, we can only use this amount of products to make a full look, and we will reconvene and figure out what we're gonna go with for the model. It's challenging because it's like, well, what I would pick for me might not be what we would pick for the model. Now it's kind of funny because I feel like it's going to be a little bit harder for her because I do the skincare and the complexion, and she does the more fun part of the makeup where she's adding in color, doing eyes and lips, that kind of a thing, which I feel like is more subjective. So I don't know, but it's hard to pinpoint what I'm gonna put on a sheet for the table that is going to be representative of like what all of these other people should be doing. I don't know what the answer to that is, but what I can do is make a sheet that says what our picks are, what Tiffany's favorite go-to for everyday glam is, and what mine is. So I think that's what I'm gonna do.
All right, here's the updated itinerary and Danielle's 6 essentials.